Alright folks, Portuguese Idiot, we are back. Let's head on to chapter number 2, where Mario was killed, maybe by his brother. Hidden weapons. How the devil did you find them, Rose? Well, you can thank Rasputin here, Ace. We were getting out some oil for his leg. He jumped from my shoulder and scurried down to sewer drain. Followed him through the nearest access hatch, and there he was, proudly standing on a pile of weapons right there in the tunnel. Well, this is alarming news. An armory hidden underneath the Italian territory. I agree, Ace. We must put our investigation on hold for a moment to examine those tunnels. So we're going to have a gang war. We now have weapons. Shield. That's a good. Say it ain't so. Horns. Oh, there we go. My word, Rose wasn't exaggerating about these weapons. These are crates of them down here. I see no indication as to whom they belong. Regardless, I agree, Ace. We cannot leave these here. Move them to safety as soon as possible. But wait, what is it she found? Is that a piece of garland that was wrapped around her victim? This means our killer also came down here. What a stroke of luck. Ace, we must take a sample from the soiled flag immediately. And that wrench on the other hand looks remarkably clean. Perhaps it was dropped here recently. Deciphering the name may prove an eyewitness. We have our work cut out for us, Ace, but please do hurry. That stench here is overpowering. Okay, Mark? Alright, so I guess the question is that wrench going to belong to McDermott? Just a guess. I feel like that guy's going to have more to do. Are those mushrooms, Ace? How do mushrooms end up on part of the murder weapon? You're correct. Violet can tell us all we need to know about these mushrooms. Good morning, Lori. $12 as always. Examine the wrench. Yep, mushrooms. Bridget. Oops. Bridget B. Well, this wrench is the property of a certain Bridget B, Ace. Whoever this Bridget is, if her tools are down here, she must be around these sewers. Let's seek her out at once. Yeah, Inner City, they were very, it was a rough district. Oh, hello. What are you doing down here, sludging around the sewers? People never venture below the streets unless they have to. I agree with you wholeheartedly, young lady. Bridget, I presume. Well, that's me, Bridget Baker, at your service. General Ace is investigating the murder of Mario Fortuna. Have you seen anyone else down here recently? Murder? I don't know anything about that. There's nobody down here but me, the rats, and these crates. Yeah, with regards to these weapons, do you have any idea who they may belong to? Oh, with this blasted gang war, I assume it belongs to one of them, but I'm neither Italian nor Irish, so I don't take sides. I know how to steer clear of gangsters. I'm just a grumpy old sewer rat fixing pipes. Of course. Hey, criminal theorist. Hey, Ken. Nice. She just fixes pipes so that they can go through them. All the world's a stage, and men and women merely players. First, the infant mewling and puking in the nurse's arms. Well, this is not one of your plays, Viola. I've never heard that word puking. It's a term coined by Shakespeare, Isaac. It means to vomit. It's surprising how many words and phrases have their origins in the bard's works. Puking, you say? I doubt the word will catch on. What does this have to do with that sample Ace collected off the murder weapon? Because that substance was vomit, or more specifically, regurgitated pizza. Ooh, how repugnant. We know the killer consumed pizza before the murder, Ace. Evidently, they didn't keep it down for long, and for good reason. I discovered that the mushrooms were spoiled. meaning the killer will be feeling the ill effects of a case of food poisoning. Papa Mario's killer may well be feeling poorly, but a queasy stomach will be the least of their worries once you get their hands on the mace. And speaking of Italian food, I suggest we return to the delicatessen where the victim was murdered. Perhaps there are clues we overlooked. Yeah, I agree. Viola is not that, she's got her own unique stuff. That's not it? Okay. Well, you're right, Ace. That blueprint you picked up appears to be part of Papa Mario's community development plan, whatever that may be. Plans also mention a demolition site. Deciphering these symbols along the bottom may offer up more information. In shrewd observation, Ace, the pattern on this diary is the same as the one on Mr. Quinlan's business card. I'm not inclined to pry into Mr. Quinlan's business, but I agree, we should take a look inside. Well, the schedule for this week is barely legible. Let's see if you can retrieve the text. Good thinking, Ace. I imagine this broken framed photograph was damaged during the scuffle between Papa Mario and his killer. Let's piece it back together. Yep, still thinking it's Luigi. Oh, interesting. He had a meeting, though. Kieran Quinlan was adamant he hardly knew Papa Mario, but this schedule notation tells an entirely different story. It's all right here in the black and white that he met with the victim not 2 days ago. It's time to find out what Mr. Quinlan is trying to hide. I'm afraid the series of numbers you deciphered on Mario's blueprint isn't particularly telling, Ace. But I trust Evie will know exactly what to make of them. Let's send her this blueprint quick smart. Yeah, honestly, if you guys are gonna have pizza and you're gonna just have Hawaiian, chop up some jalapenos, put them on a pizza that's sweet and spicy, like is very nice. You get pineapple plus jalapeno. It's a really interesting combination, but it works. Oh, the mayor. Interesting. Haven't seen the mayor in a while. That photos of the victim, Ace. He's shaking hands with Mayor Castletown. Stands to reason a man of Mario Fortuna's stature would be acquainted with the mayor. Let's ask him if there's anything he can tell us about the victim. It's good that we got the mayor back in. Haven't seen him since the inventing district, the World Fair. Mr. Quinlan, can you explain why you lied about knowing Mario Fortuna when you clearly had an appointment with the man? Well, we don't have time for games, Mr. Quinlan. Now, what could an Irishman and an Italian have to say to each other in these troubled times? Alright, Papa Mario and I had been meeting, but it was in the interest of peace. Many people in our position are worried about the danger this game war presents to our businesses. Mr. Fortuna and I wanted to discuss ways we could protect ourselves from the hostilities. So I invited Mario to see my favorite Shakespearean play, Julius Caesar, because I knew he was from Rome. And in return, Mr. Fortuna offered to make me one of his world-famous pizzas. We only kept things quiet because not everyone in Crimson Banks is in favor of peaceful resolutions. Be that as it may, Mr. Quinlan, lying to the flying squad during a murder investigation is ill-advised. I swear to you, General Ace, I'm telling the truth. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm feeling rather green. It must have been something I ate. General Ace, I imagine you're here talking about the murder of Mario Fortuna. Indeed we are, Mayor Castan. We understand you knew the man. Yes, we served together on the Concordian City Council. A more faithful and honorable public servant I cannot think of. We lost touch recently, mind you. I had been meaning to invite him over for a pizza, but alas, it's too late for that now. Is there anyone you can think of might have wanted to harm Papa Mario? Well, frankly, I have no idea, General Ace, but I'm confident you'll have this all wrapped up in no time. Don't hesitate to come to see me if there's anything I can do. Yep. I know you've got your hands full with this investigation, Ace, but perhaps when you're finished, you fancy a game of blackjack? Catherine's been teaching me how to play. I'm becoming a real card shark. Well, it's gratifying to hear you're so happy. What does the blackjack have to do with the numbers Ace deciphered on the victim's blueprint? Well, those numbers reference a property development project, the proposed construction of a casino, here in Crimson Banks. The proposal is part of Papa Mario's community development scheme, which is designed to revitalize the district. But this particular project is relevant to your investigation, Ace. Plans indicate that Papa Mario was so intent on building a casino, he was planning to demolish Luigi's delicatessen. Destroying the establishment of his own brother. I have to admit, that sounds rather cold-hearted, Ace. I wonder how Luigi Fortuna felt about these plans. Let's ask him and find out. Oh. Snap. Yeah, he's not gonna... Yeah, he's definitely... General Ace, have you captured Mario's killer yet? I hardly touched my pizza at lunch. I've been so distraught. We're closing in on the culprit, Mr. Fortuna, but we're rather curious about this blueprint we found. It seems your brother intended to build a casino on your property? Porca miseria, put that wretched thing away. I take it you are not in agreement with your brother's plans. Papa Mario and his hallowed redevelopment plan. He wanted to tear down this deli and build that monstrosity. He had no regard for my simple shop or anyone else. Well, it's hardly the picture you painted of your brother the first time we spoke to you. Bah! I don't wish to speak ill of the dead. Mario was as crooked as Hamlet's Uncle Claudius, calculating, ambitious, manipulating everyone to serve his own ends. He was willing to destroy my dream, everything I had worked for, all in the pursuit of wealth. My own brother. Well, all that greed and ambition achieved for Mario was an early grave. Whoa. A high-profile Italian, murdered and displayed for all to see, and not one but two crime scenes. I don't know about you, Ace, but this investigation feels like it's getting out of hand. Not to mention the cache of weapons hidden in the sewers, probably by one of the gangs. For now, despite having a plethora of suspects, we're no closer to finding Papa Mario's killer. If Kieran Quinlan is to be believed, both he and Papa Mario were staunch advocates for peace between the Italian and Irish gangs. While Mayo Castatown, a former colleague of the victim, had nothing but praise and admiration for the man. However, Luigi Fortuna had every reason to murder his brother, furious that Papa Mario would callously seek the destruction of his beloved delicatessen. If I were a betting man, I'd wager... Ace, I'm really sorry. I tried to keep everyone away from the crime scene as long as I could, but the market vendors won't listen to reason. You don't get back to the crime scene immediately. There'll be nothing left of it. Oh, great. Alright, well, let's go back to the crime scene. We'll do that in a little bit. This has been Pitching Ace 8. Over and out.